Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a recipe bullet journal. I love creating this journal because it's a fun way to keep track of all my favorite recipes. First, I'm going to show you what supplies I used and how to print out pictures of your dishes. Then I'll walk you through how to create this journal. So if you want to skip to the creation part, you can always jump to 4:05 minutes of my video to get started. So first, let's talk about what kind of supplies you can use to create this bullet journal. What I like to use to create any kind of spread is washi tape, and then I have some tab dividers here from the brand Post-it. Then you have your zebra midliners. These are really great for highlighting. And then you have your SAKURA PIGMA MICRON pens. I love to use these pens to doodle with and to also write. And then I have my metallic markers. They're from different brands, SAKURA Pen Touch and also Pilot. I love to use them to make headings and titles in my journal. And then I have the Pilot G2 gel pen, which is great for writing, and my UNIBALL SIGNO white pen, which is great for adding white lettering. And then you have your print out of different dishes that I found on the internet. You can find really great images to print out onto photo paper and also cut up so that you can paste these dishes into each recipe that you use. And then I have the Tombow adhesive tape. This is a really great adhesive tape to glue down your pictures with and to scrapbook. And then I have my favorite bullet journal, which is the LEUCHTTURM 1917 in size A5. So now I'm going to show you how to find photos for your recipes and how to print them out. So what you're going to do first is you're going to go to Google Images and you're going to type in the name of the recipe that you're trying to find a picture of. Then you're going to go over to the tab that says Tools, and you're going to click on that, and you're going to select the size that you want your picture to be. So I suggest selecting large so that you can get the best quality photo when you print it out. So I'm looking around here and I'm going to pick this picture here. I'm going to right click on it and then save image. I'm going to save it into my bullet journal folder. So if you're not really great at taking photos and you want some really great pictures to use for your recipes, you can always use this method to find the highest quality photos. So once you've collected all of the photos, you're going to go into that folder where you saved all of the photos. I am selecting 9 of the photos to print out. I'm using a Mac, so when I go in and I select print, I'm going to select the preview option here and the layout, and I'm going to select 9 pages per sheet. So that's going to print 9 little mini photos, and these are the perfect size to fit into your LEUCHTTURM without being too big. So now I'm going to hit print, and my printer is going to print out my 9 photos that I'm then going to cut out and paste into my recipe journal. So before I get started on adding recipes, I'm going to decorate the cover of my recipe journal with my Pilot silver metallic pen. I'm drawing a Japanese circular design. I love those types of designs from traditional Japanese art. And I'm writing favorite recipes on the cover there. So now I'm going to add tabs on the side of my journal to help me figure out where different recipes are. I'm Vietnamese, so I love to cook a lot of different Asian cuisines. So expect to see a lot of Asian recipes when I'm creating this journal. So the first recipe I'm going to be writing down is a Vietnamese dish that's called lemongrass chili chicken. It's a really delicious dish that I discovered on YouTube actually. I find most of my recipes on YouTube. There's a lot of great chefs on YouTube that are generous enough to share how they cook their dishes to the rest of the world. So I love going on YouTube and just browsing around, searching for different dishes and discovering new recipes to try out at home. If you guys are interested in learning how to cook Vietnamese cuisine, you should definitely check out my two favorite cooks. Their names are Kathy Ha and Sung Hong. They teach me so much about different Vietnamese dishes that I never would have learned had I not watched their videos. My mom was a great cook, and she always made so many delicious Vietnamese comfort foods for my family to eat. When she passed away a few years ago, I was really sad because I had never taken the time to write down all of her recipes. If it wasn't for YouTube, I would have never been able to replicate those dishes again. So for that, I'm really grateful to the amazing cooks who are generous enough to share their recipes with us. So here you see I'm using washi tape to decorate, to give my recipe some color. Now I'm going to write down a Japanese recipe for katsudon. This recipe is going to be made with chicken panko, and I found a really awesome picture on Google that I'm going to paste in, and I'm writing down the recipe. This one has a lot of different parts. There's the ingredients for frying the chicken panko, and then there's the sauce. And then there's the frying garnish. So there's three parts to this, and I've separated them by using my midliner to give different highlights for the backdrop of the titles. And now I'm writing down my recipe, and I also pasted a second picture that I couldn't resist printing out of the katsudon. This is one of my favorite dishes to cook. This recipe is really long, so I'm continuing the recipe onto the next page. And then I'm going to add some washi tape to divide up the recipe, and I'm going to continue another one. So this one is a basic miso soup recipe, and I wanted to fill in the negative space around the picture with some cute little doodles. Then I'm going to use my midliner to put a little green backdrop to the ingredients title, and then I'm going to fill it in with my Pilot G2 pen, and also add some skinny washi tape to divide up the layout between the ingredients and the recipe itself. Then I'm going to make another recipe. This is going to be Japanese curry. And I love that picture that I found online. I added in some washi tape, and I even found a picture of the curry mix that I'm going to glue in. I like to use golden curry. It's a really good sauce mix, and I usually use the medium hot spice level. Now I'm gonna write down a Korean dish. So one of my favorite Korean side dishes to make is these Korean spicy potatoes. And now you can witness the woes of being left-handed. I totally smudged the crap out of the potatoes word with my left hand, and I smudged all the gold. So I decided to just cover up my mistake by using a torn piece of red paper and gluing it on top. Then I just carefully write out the title again. This time, no smudging issues. So I anticipated that this recipe was going to take up 2 pages. It's quite lengthy. So to fill in that negative space on the left side there, I decided to put a cute little quote about cooking that I found online. It says, "The secret ingredient is always love." So I thought it was a really cute quote to put there. And then I'm gonna add some more washi tape and finish writing down my recipe. So as you can see, your recipe journal can be really fun to create. You can use a lot of different mixed media to put it all together. You don't have to stick with one type of media. You can always play around and be experimental with your layout. So for the finishing touch of this layout, I decided to fill in the negative space on the bottom there with my metallic gold pen. I like to add in some really cute doodles if I'm trying to fill in the negative space. So here is the final flip through of what I've added in my recipe journal so far. I hope you've enjoyed this video and maybe it will inspire you to create your own recipe journal. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in seeing more recipes, spreads, and layouts in the future, just let me know in the comments below and I'll make a part 2 of this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!